I'm going to show you a little demo of the new Line 6 M13 I've had for a couple of months. It's a really cool stomp box modeler. Basically it has every stomp box that they've ever modeled in one square little package with a lot of flexibility with expression pedals and such, and I'm going to dig into it a little bit of that and show you a few things. We're going to start just by showing you the layout, and so let's zoom down to this pedal and see it. Okay, the way it's laid out is as if you had 4 stomp box style modelers to play with. Each of these lit up LCDs here represent one of the models, and in this case I'm using 3 different delays and a compressor to create a signal that has a little bit of a delay polyrhythm with it because of the different presets I've set each delay to. So how this is laid out is that you can select from any one of the models of stomp boxes in the M13, and there are tons of them, and lay them out as 4 pedals in a row. You can have 3 variations for each of those 4 pedals for each scene. A scene represents these 12 foot switches, each selecting a different effect. Now you can really change the order of effects, do anything you want, but you generally will tend to read them from left to right, or you can also switch it to read from right to left. Okay, so how I've got it set up right now is I'm just using a compressor. It's their model of a tube compressor, a vintage LA2 compressor, a great studio compressor that's known for its warmth and for not sounding too squeezy. I'm also using that with 3 delays right in a row, a dynamic delay, 2 dynamic delays actually, one with a quarter note echo, one with a dotted 1/8 note echo, and then the last one, which is an analog delay with modulation. That's a whole tone beat configuration. And all those beats are configured under tap control. So for a person like me who just loves to use delays and combine them to create different kinds of echo rhythms, this is like I died and went to edge heaven. So that's just one of the kinds of things you can do. Let's look at a couple other things. I'm going to go to a different scene. This scene is one that I've got a lot of filters on. Now filters are like wah-wahs, or they're like the kinds of filters you'd find in synthesizers. Let's look at one. One I'm using here is called the Seeker. It's based on a Zachary Vex effect called a seek wah, and it's like a lot of little step wahs going in rhythm. Now, in keeping with this kind of flexibility you have for tap tempo control, there are also certain effects in both filters like the seek wah and also in modulation effects like this optical tremolo that will also work to specific beats that you can select. So you can select anywhere from a whole note all the way up to, I think, a triplet 30 seconds. They have all the different beat configurations in there. So if you're using different effects and experiment with different beat configurations, you can create some really interesting polyrhythms just by how the effects are interacting with one another.